Hi, this is Porter Thorndike, and I'm going to give you a demonstration of our capabilities in Embedded BI, which are great. We're definitely recognized as one of the leaders in Embedded BI. I think that's for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, we have a platform that can scale up to support very large customer-facing deployments, hundreds of thousands of users, millions of users. So we've got a great back-end capability in terms of scalability and architecture and security. We support all of the types of security that are prominent in embedded BI scenarios. And so we've got an embedded BI application we built here with Bootstrap.js, but we support any front-end programming framework to illustrate our capabilities. It's going to simulate someone logging into their investment account, and we definitely have a lot of customers that do just this. So the types of security that we support that are prominent in embedded BI are trusted tickets, single sign-on, and pre-authentication. And we're going to sign in, and the first thing that we have is pretty common and prevalent in embedded scenarios, which is you're typically looking for a blend of analytics and non-analytics content, right? And the rationale here, the reason people are looking to embed analytics into their applications is that it increases the value. Maybe you can charge more, maybe it's a competitive differentiator, or it just increases user adoption, or it puts everything that the customer or user needs to know in one place. And that's why you'll typically see a mix of analytics and non-analytics content, because you're embedding analytics into the workflow of the application people are using. Our solution, it starts with an API approach. That's the most popular approach, and that allows you to embed reports and charts or any other type of content. We've got 3 reports right here that are embedded with our API. Our API extends to 85 REST web service API calls, covers security, administration, content publishing, scheduling, and distribution. But we do have a differentiator. It extends beyond just that type of content. So we find a lot of software as a service deployments are looking to offer a tool that could be data prep, report writing, or data discovery, because they don't want to write it themselves. So we can embed and rebrand our tool. You see that option right here? We actually see some of our customers offering that as a premium option. So it can be a data monetization use case, a way to charge more, or a way to offer up kind of this nice advanced option for premium customers to explore their data. That also extends to a tool of ours. I don't even think of it as a tool. It's kind of like a hybrid between a tool and a chart. And that is a product called Insight, and that extends our ability to embed tools. And here is the rationale, is that some capabilities like tools you could offer as a premium feature, but some capabilities you might want to offer for free. And in fact, Putnam Investments website has a very similar offering. If you offer it for free, it can be a differentiator over your competition. And I'll show you what I mean. When we launch a chart in Insight mode, what it is a way to visualize and understand your data and interact with it in a much simpler interface than a full-blown data discovery tool. So somebody researching a mutual fund, Scatterplot would be a good way to plot thousands of mutual funds, and you could look at them by volatility and 3-year performance, and we're colored by fund category, and we're sized by net assets. I can understand all that. But I could ask more questions or trim the results based on my needs. Now, Insight exposes visual attributes in the heading so that you can change it. This is controlled by metadata, so it's governed. You could change your chart view at any time, or you could just do a filter. If you're looking for just low volatility funds, you can use the menu here, and we could pick volatility, and we could reduce this to just the low volatility funds, right? So you could continue to explore the data. So we think that's a nice option as well. And the API approach extends to scheduling and distribution. And how people are using us to do that is to go paperless. But a lot of studies of people that go paperless, they find saves money on printing and mailing costs, does not increase customer satisfaction, because you're talking about a kind of a static electronic version of your static printed statement. People can't do any more with it. So when people go paperless with our in-document analytics, which is an HTML5 document with the data and interactive controls embedded, they find that it is actually increasing customer satisfaction, retention, and revenue, because you get the traditional branded statement look and feel, but you can offer simple what-if analysis, like what would happen if I increased my contribution? Would I reach my retirement target? How much did my balance go up? Help me understand it, be it things like sorting or visualization or perhaps some calculations. Am I invested in the right fund? Help me compare funds I might be interested. These are simple things that people seem to really like to be able to do in statements, and it's paired with a really great scheduling and distribution engine that can intelligently burst it. And we have a financial customer that actually delivers 2 million of these to their 401k recipients. So those are some great options for embedded BI. I think we're very competitive on those alone, but we have much, much more. We have a portal, and our portal is a content management system, and people that look at it, they say it does content management, it's responsive web design, it knows what to do on mobile devices. It is really flexible with security, and it would allow a user to customize the content that's on the page, and it would control all of that, and it can be graphically rebranded to perfectly match the look and feel of the hosting application. And it supports collaboration, where people could chat and discuss what's happening. So people look at all these capabilities of the portal that are offered out of the box, and they say to themselves, we don't want to write that. We don't want to build that ourselves. So if we can embed your portal, that's perfect for us. And so embedding the portal is another option. And last but not least is we can embed pages and info apps. And info apps are highly interactive analytical apps for non-technical users. And really what they are is familiar, they're very familiar for users that are booking airline tickets, that are researching mutual funds, that are shopping online. And they feature something called progressive disclosure, where you will focus the user's attention on key questions they need to answer up front. If I'm researching mutual funds, I've got a couple options to pick from here, but I'm not overwhelmed. I might be curious, which funds does ABC Financial recommend? And highly rated funds might be important to me. But I'm not overwhelmed. It's simple. Anyone can use it. And when I click see results, people are very familiar with a results page, especially a results page that then exposes secondary filters. So it's a good way to progress the user through the workflow. Show me the low volatility funds. That's what I'm looking for. But really, one of the differentiators beyond workflow with info apps is that we can parameterize anything. And what that means really is that in the context of a report, it could be like how you're sorting it, measuring it, exporting it. It means that the non-technical consumer of the information can ask and answer more questions. They can add context of fund family in this case. They could change the areas of measurement to fit what they're interested in, if they're interested in what the volatility expense ratio and total net assets are. They can answer those questions. If they need to print it, they can do that, export to Excel, or in document analytics. It gives them a lot of nice capabilities to analyze it further right on the report itself. So this has been Porter Thorndike reviewing our embedded BI capabilities. And just to summarize, it's part of it is kind of hard to demonstrate, platform and scalability, but check in with us on any benchmarks or references if you'd like to see those. Architecture and security, prominent in embedded BI deployments, and the flexibility of that API approach to work with any front-end programming framework. This is Bootstrap.js, but we certainly work with all. The API extends to content publishing, scheduling and distribution, security and administration. We can embed our portal, and we can embed info apps and pages, and everything can be rebranded to match your style guide.